Hey Brad Gang, I hope everyone's doing good and keeping safe. I want to come at you with an update on Zomedica, so ticker symbol ZOM. In particular, I want to chat to you guys about the price action. So looking at where the price is and where I believe it's going to go to, because I believe right now ZOM is preparing for something big in terms of price action. So with that being said, let's get this bread. Like I said, ZOM is preparing for something big. I mean, you could already see this with the way the price has just pretty much recovered massively, and in particular it's been recovering, heading up to test that 50 period moving average, and it's actually broken above the 50 period moving average very briefly on the 26th of August. In fact, very recently it broke above that, and the bears actually managed to bring the price back down below, but the bulls, they're not giving up. I mean, they're determined to break above this. So looking more closely into what's happening, the price actually came down to test this support, which was previously a resistance. So the support zone between 59 cents and 50 cents. I mean, it momentarily broke below that, technically making this a resistance, but the bulls brought the price back above it, which means that within this area, there's a lot of demand. I mean, you can already see that the way, look at the size of that candle on the 25th of August. The size of that bullish candle is, the volume on that was 125 million shares being traded, and the average is actually 24 million shares being traded. So on one single day, it more than quadrupled in pretty much in share volume. The amount of volume that was being traded, although it was a huge bullish candle, but there was actually a lot of bearish rejection, which means that there was a lot of sellers and bears basically looking at that 50 period moving average. So the 50 MA is actually a key moving average that a lot of people look for. So the fact that there was a lot of bearish rejection when the price reach the 50 MA, this shows that this is actually very good dynamic resistance. So if the price gets above the 50 MA and stays above it for a couple of sessions, then I'm almost certain that there's going to be a lot of bullish momentum driving this price even further up. And that bullish momentum could potentially break the resistance at 70 cents or resistance zone between 70 cents and 72 cents. So the bulls broke that 50 MA momentarily and tested that resistance, the resistance at 70 cents, with a lot of volume. I mean, the shares being traded was 193 million shares being traded that day, where the average is 33 million. So the bulls are actually really picking up the pace and really trying to drive this price up. So a lot of you guys buying up the shares of ZOM, and a lot of you diamond hands who are holding your shares, even when the price kept falling, you're like, nah, I'm not giving up. I'm holding this diamond hands to the end. You know, you can really see the results of pretty much your efforts. I mean, the price is really ripping up. And the minute it gets above that 50 period moving average, I believe it's going to do pretty much a lot of wonders. So staying on the daily chart for now, I want to pull up one of my favorite tools, the Fibonacci retracement tool. So if we drop the Fib tool, and as you can see, the price is actually, even though the price is below the 50 MA, the price is actually in a very good buy region according to the Fibonacci retracement. So the price is between the 38% and the 61%. So this is a good buy zone. So what this means and why this is potentially a good buy zone is that within the 38 and the 61%, generally speaking, a lot of accumulation and distribution happens. So accumulation being that a lot of, if institutions are involved, or if professional traders or even retail traders like ourselves were involved, we're looking to at these levels and we're buying up a lot of shares. And as you're buying up shares, even if you're buying one share or you're buying 1 million shares, you're still creating a lot of demand within the share price, and this ultimately increases the price. So now looking at the weekly chart just to see pretty much where the price is going to go the next couple of weeks leading into months. And as you can see, last week was a very good week for the bulls. I mean, you can see it with the gap ups and breaking that 50 MA. So on the weekly chart, you can see that the price actually headed up to test that 50 MA. And again, it was met with a lot of bearish rejection, which means that a lot of people are looking at that 50 MA. So this 50 MA actually coincides with the resistance zone. So a resistance zone between 63 cents or 68 cents and 58 cents. I mean, the price closed on the weekly above the 58 cents, which means that within this area, there's a lot of, technically speaking, there's a lot of resistance right now, but looking at the daily chart, this resistance is actually building up as a support base. So which means that there's a lot of demand being built up on the daily chart. So on the weekly chart, you can't really see the demand being built up. You think, you know what, there's a lot of resistance, the price is going to start falling in the long term. If you step down the time frame on the daily chart, then you can see there's actually a lot of demand being created, and it just needs to get above that 50 MA on the daily chart. And if it does this, then I can see the price pretty much heading up to test this 50 MA on the weekly, in the long term. And then once it does that, then you know what, there's no limit to this. It can continue heading up to test that previous all-time high on the daily chart, and also the all-time high on the weekly chart of $2.60. And the MACD shows me that the bearish momentum is possibly coming to an end. I mean, there's even a golden cross looking like it's about to form. And the golden cross, once the golden cross forms on the weekly, then we're likely to, for the next couple of weeks leading into months, we're likely to see pretty much bullish trends. Especially on the daily chart, we're going to see some really nice green candles. So guys, I'm really bullish on ZOM, and I believe ZOM share price is going to do a lot of wonders the next couple of weeks leading into months. If you're holding, if you're buying in, etc., make sure you have those diamond hands. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy on YouTube that's coming at you with updates on ZOM, and I've been coming at you with regular updates on ZOM for some time, and it's a stock that I enjoy following. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on ZOM. Have you got diamond hands? Are you looking to buy, start getting invested in it? Let me know in the comments below, and also give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if this is the kind of content you guys like to see. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next video.